Howdy, 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 my beautiful Virgo. How are you doing today, darling? My name is SimplyVelca, and today, Virgo, we're going to be getting into your weekly tarot reading for October, getting into November, darling. So if you do enjoy this tarot reading, let me know in the comments below how this tarot reading helps you out. And yeah, that's how I keep up with y'all. When you are taking in your tarot readings, whether it's on YouTube or wherever else, Virgo, be sure to check out more than just your one zodiac sign. Check out your sun, moon, and your rising to get a better understanding what's happening in your life in specific. All right, that's how you get a more accurate reading. So if you do enjoy this tarot reading, Virgo, the best way to support me is just give this video a like and subscribe, darling. All right, it's completely free to do, and it does help me out quite a bit. So I always appreciate those who take the extra step to do that, because I know y'all don't have to at all, Virgo. So I appreciate those who do that. So all that being said, Virgo, let's see what your weekly tarot reading is looking like today. And it's looking pretty fabulous here. We have the Star, the Ace of Cups, the Sun card. Like, we have some pretty big playing cards and going on in your life here, Virgo. All right, let's just start with the first row here. You have the Knight of Cups with the Knight of Wands and the King of Swords. Three different court cards going on in your life here, Virgo. The reason why I'm giggling here is because as a tarot reader, when you see court cards, you can kind of read this as either as people, you can, or just, you know, the situation at hand here. The thing about it is, Virgo, I feel like for you right now, you're going to be having a couple different options of people coming into your life here. I feel like you're dealing with two very different types of people. You have a Knight of Cups here, where it's just like someone has, like, you're seeing the potential in somebody, right? Someone new going to be perhaps entering your life here. No, actually, due to this row here, I don't feel like it's someone new that's entering your life. I feel as if you're about to be stepping into a new dynamic when it comes to some relationship in your life. Now, I want to really be specifying this, Virgo. I don't think this is immediately just romance, right? Because the immediate impression I got here was like something in your career, all right? Almost like this sense of, like, you know, due to these other cards here, it's almost as if like your dynamic changes with like your boss, for example, because you end up becoming a manager, or you becoming, you know, some type of promotion definitely coming in, some type of elevating of some current relationship in your life. All right, let's get some clarification on this dynamic here. I don't want to get into too much of depth with this, but you have the Ace of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles here. That's why, like, there's a lot to unpack with this, a lot of positive stuff to unpack with this here, but definitely a lot to unpack with this. Four of Wands here with the Justice card. Okay, so Virgo, this is about some relationship in your life that you would have liked to see develop more. This could be like an acquaintance. This could be like someone in your workplace where you're just like, man, I just wish they noticed me more. Or, you know, there's definitely this, like, you're feeling drawn to somebody. And if you haven't felt it yet, you're about to be feeling it really strongly early in November. I'll say that with the fact. There's someone that you're going to be seeing. You're just like, you know, I really will want to connect to this person more. I want to see how they're doing, what they're feeling, da, 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 da. You're going to be getting clarity in that regard here in the coming days, without a doubt. And whatever, what that clarity looks like is something very positive. So it's in the sense of maybe you're wanting someone to become more, instead of an acquaintance, become a friend. You're going to notice them reaching out to you, all right, with some type of message to connect. When it comes to a lover, you might be seeing, you know, especially in this type of dynamic here, you might be dealing with them proposing to you, not in like a marriage, right? It could be in a marriage way, but more so in a way where it's just like something a little bit more official, putting a name to it. All right, whatever the case is, it's something, it's like balancing out. You have a strong desire about something, and right now it's just a desire. You know, you haven't really had too much energy or attention towards it. It's about to be balancing out where you're going to be hearing from them quite a bit. All right, so Virgo, I do see this King of Swords here, and I feel like this is you at this time, and I'm a little bit curious as to what this King of Swords is about, because I do, like, this is really interesting. Queen of Wands coming in here with the Seven of Pentacles. I get like this feeling, Virgo, where you're going to be getting confirmation about how you were right about something. Maybe recently you decided to really bet on yourself and really invest your time, money, and energy into like a project of some sort, Virgo. Maybe there's been something, there's like this sense here, Virgo, where I feel like you were a little bit daring with something, hoping it would pay out at some point in time. You know, you really relied on your intelligence, and something that not everyone really understands. But I do see like you took a risk with something, and that risk is definitely going to be paying out. I don't really get that it's this week intuitively, you know, so take that with a grain of salt if you'd like, Virgo. But intuitively, I don't feel like you're going to get the results of this or confirmation that you're right about taking a chance on something until a little bit later into November. All right, but that is like some specific message Spirit really wanted to make clear for you. And then let's take a look at this Knight of Wands here. All right, what is this Knight of Wands about? Page of Cups with the Seven of Wands here. Interesting. Virgo, I feel like it's almost as if this is very specific, so I don't expect this to resonate with everybody, Virgo, but it's almost as if there's like someone that didn't either like you or they haven't talked to you in a long time here is about to be warming up and making their appearance back into your life again. Maybe this is like a long lost friend that you haven't talked to in quite some time, Virgo, or maybe this is like a situation where it's just like noticing someone at a friend's party or something like that, and then them like randomly friend requesting you on Facebook or something, Virgo. But whatever the case is, it's like someone that you definitely have crossed your path with at one point in time. Just very separate from this Knight of Cups, I want to be clear. But it's like someone that you have definitely crossed paths with. Maybe you have even forgotten about them, or you haven't really thought about them too much. They're about to be making an appearance in your life again. This whole first row, as I was laughing at the very beginning, this is giving me very much so like Real Housewives. Like, you just got a lot of socially, y'all are gonna have your social battery drained here in the coming days. I can just say that from your first row. I usually don't get so much social in tarot readings like this, because I don't really like to make it about other people's energy when I'm doing a reading for, you know, Virgo. But definitely be prepared for that. I hope your social battery is charged enough, Virgo. I don't know, I always associate most of my Virgos as the Hermit because that's who you guys identify with. So it's just like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, Virgo, are you sure you're gonna be able to handle all this interaction? Especially, I mean, I guess it's fitting for the November, you know, season, honey, right? So you have the Ace of Cups, the Star card, and the Eight of Swords. All right, I feel like you're going to be getting a lot more confidence, Virgo. All right, a lot of wins, a lot of accomplishments in the coming days for you in November. That's what I see for you. You know, with the Star card, that's a wish being granted for you. Ace of Cups, that's new love, new opportunity coming in for you. And this Ace of Cups was right under your Knight of Cups. All right, so it's definitely like really receiving some strong positive news in regards to somebody. Someone has a very positive, impactful, meaningful message for you, Virgo. That's part of the reason why I was reacting the way that I did initially in that first row. But with this Eight of Swords here and the Star card, I feel like you're going to be having a lot more clarity in the coming days, Virgo, about what the steps that you need to do to really get to a certain place in life that you want. All right. But I also get for you, Virgo, just this sense of like a little bit of again, like confidence. It's like I get like this consistent message here, Virgo, where it's just like you took a risk with something, right? You took a risk with something because intuitively something was telling you, just like, I really need to do X, Y, and Z, or need to invest in this or go into that, whatever the case is here. It's like you took a risk with something, and then whatever the case is, you kind of felt a little bit powerless towards the situation afterwards. It's like you took the risk, and then you're just like, I don't know, man, maybe I made a mistake here. I don't feel like I don't feel like it's a mistake here. I feel like this is something that's going to manifest in the coming days, like progressively show to you. It's like, oh yeah, I'm glad I did this. Yeah. I pulled the Temperance card for you. Have patience at this time. I think I even said at the beginning of your tarot reading, Virgo, that your job right now is just to really stay emotionally sane. All right. If I didn't, then I meant to say that to you earlier, Virgo. Stay emotionally sane the best way that you can right now. Really don't start getting down about yourself. All right. I do feel like for you, Virgo, you're being a little bit too critical about yourself and about like either your own behavior, your thought patterns. Like, be careful about your self-reflection, I guess, because I feel like your self-reflection is slowly starting to turn towards like self-deprecation. Does that make sense, Virgo? If it don't, then I guess it just don't apply to you, darling, and that's okay. Your animal oracle card is the Antelope Spirit. Very fitting for you, Virgo, because this is a card that just says life is speeding up. Now, write down the number 2 in for numerology to look up later, Virgo, because the number 2 is reaching out to you this week. So there's definitely some type of message involving 2. But life is speeding up. Very fitting for you here, because it's like this row right here is literally telling you, Virgo, it's just like, have patience at this time. You took a risk with something. You bet on yourself, on some idea, some thought pattern that you had. And while it may not immediately have garnered results for you, you're about to be getting some major results here in the coming days. Not only is like whatever risk you took is going to help have your path cross with certain people that you're meant to have in your life, but also it's like a bunch of opportunities like start falling on your lap there. It's like you go from this dry spell to being like overtly busy, right? And so that's how I see this really energy coming in for you. As also again, let's get into the third row here and really flesh out what I got with this Knight of Cups, with this Eight of Pentacles in the third row. So we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Knight of Cups coming in here. So the Knight of Cups is always offering a cup to whatever they're offering to. So to have that Ace of Cups there, it's like really amplifying that message where it's just like someone has some offer for you. And then the Eight of Pentacles is the card of upgrading, right? It's a card of like, by definition, it's known as the card of like going back to school to further your knowledge, to get promoted in the ranks here. So I really do feel like for some of you Virgos, you might be seeing some type of job opportunity being offered to you, a raise perhaps. Or if we're going to just remove the financial aspect of this here, my leg's falling asleep, forgive me, Virgo. If we're going to ignore the financial aspect of this, it's that someone has an Ace of Cups offer for you to really change up the dynamic, to elevate the dynamic of y'all's current relationship. So it's like, while you might be acquaintances initially, from this, whatever they have to offer, from whatever action they take, it'll take you from acquaintances to like best friends perhaps, or just, you know, you get the energy of that. Now, going further into this here, we have here the Sun card with the Queen of Swords for you, Virgo. All right. And what I see for you overall that you need to be watching out for Virgo is just a sense of like being too pessimistic. All right. And I know some of you Virgos might even be taking in this tarot reading today, darling, and you're just like, all right, Velka, this is too positive for my life. None of this positivity is going to be claimed for me personally. And I'm not going to sit here and argue about your life. I'm just sitting here reading the tarot cards and telling you what they mean and how the puzzle adds up together, Virgo. But like, just be careful about your thoughts. Be careful about spiraling too deep into the negative thought patterns. All right. Because you are going to have your win, without a doubt. You're going to be having your win. I just am a little bit concerned about, you might become a little bit too cynical towards people or towards life, that you don't like, it ends up blocking the energy trying to come in here, especially financially for you, Virgo. All right. If you've been trying to get some type of personal, self, like, I get, especially with the Nine of Pentacles, I get more so like self-employed, making your own money. Especially if you took a bet on yourself on like, starting your own business, starting your own company, Virgo, and it hasn't really paid out quite yet, keep at it. Trust the process for a little bit longer here, and you're going to be really getting quite a bit of sales. You're going to be getting a huge inflow. Not a huge, right? I don't get like jackpot money, winning the lottery. Let's be real here. But I do feel like something's going to be happening in regards to your own personal projects that really solidifies for you being like, yeah, I did have a really good idea here. I'm sure it didn't, immediately give me money, right? Sure, it took a while for the rough edges to be fine-tuned out, but it figured itself out. And that's all you can really ask for, Virgo. All right. I feel like everything is going pretty much according to plan in your life right now. Just be careful about your thoughts, darling. All right. So that's the tarot reading that I have for you this week, Virgo. Hopefully something resonated with you, darling, and I'll connect to you sometime in the near future. I love you so much, Virgo. Bye, darling.